Sagittarius, come closer to me for a moment. Sit by this small fire. Close your eyes for a few seconds and let your mind slow down, because today, your sky is shifting in a very special way. I see a new cycle opening for you. A cycle where people you never expected to show up suddenly arrive exactly when you need them. Doors that once refused to move now open with nothing more than a breath. Opportunities are no longer things you have to chase. They come to you on their own, like arrows guided by the intuition you were born with. And the most beautiful part is this: it isn't luck. It's the universe responding to everything good you've been planting along the way. Your energy is brighter than ever, natural, magnetic, effortless. Some people look at you and see hope. Some look at you and feel alive again. Some see you and think, this person is different. If this touches something inside you, write in the comments, I am ready to receive every blessing aligned with my soul's frequency. Not for interaction, but to mark the moment your soul finally steps into its right orbit. Sagittarius, your energy is shifting from seeking to attracting. This is the phase where your finances begin to move in the strongest direction, money flowing from different paths, different sources, different chances. What used to be blocked begins to move like a river after rain. And here is the lesson I want you to understand. You are not becoming wealthy because of luck. You are becoming wealthy because you have matured in discipline, a side of Sagittarius people rarely talk about. But it is the very thing changing your destiny. But there is something even stronger than money, stronger than opportunity: love. Oh, Sagittarius and love. It is never soft, never foggy. It is a flame that refuses to go out. And here's the truth: you have accidentally stolen someone's heart. Not with words, not with looks, but with a kind of inner light, a glow they cannot forget no matter how hard they try. This connection is nothing like the ones before. It is deep, powerful, two souls recognizing each other without needing any explanations. In your reading, I see two energies mirroring each other, two souls from the same story, finally finding their way back. This person thinks of you more than you realize. They watch you from a distance, or from a place you would never suspect. And Sagittarius, they believe their feelings are one-sided, that maybe you've moved on, or forgotten, or no longer feel the same. But they're wrong. This is not a fleeting affection. This is a soul bond, a pull that goes beyond space, beyond time, beyond the logic humans use to explain love. Both of you have dreamed of each other. Both have seen repeating signs. Both have heard the quiet messages sent from soul to soul. This is the phase of returning of attraction, of deepening emotions, of honest conversations no longer hidden behind fear. This person comes toward you with maturity, no games, no masks, no running. They come to build, to honor, to connect with purpose. You will recognize the moment it happens. Every conversation feels easy. Every glance carries more truth than words. And both of you will feel the same realization rising inside. We did not meet to pass each other by. This is love with intention. A connection designed to heal, to grow, to raise the frequency of both hearts. Sagittarius, I can hear you taking a deep breath, because you're stepping into the most important days of your year. The universe is aligning you with people who will upgrade your life emotionally, financially, and spiritually. You are becoming the strongest version of yourself. And that alone makes you irresistible in ways you've never known. Do not underestimate your energy. Things that once felt impossible are beginning to form right in front of you. You have stolen someone's heart, but soon you will realize that someone has quietly stolen yours too. And from that moment on, a revolution begins in your life. Not drama, not chaos, but the natural result of choosing to leave the past behind and stepping into a wider, brighter place. Your finances rise. What was delayed begins to move. What was stuck starts to resolve. What you've waited far too long for finally reaches completion. Sagittarius always lives by intuition, and your intuition is whispering that everything is truly beginning now. Your spiritual energy is changing too. You crave peace, clarity, stillness, and this inner balance makes you even more magnetic. That's when someone new, someone fiery, someone bold steps into your life. They don't come to save you. They come to activate a strength inside you that's been sleeping. And here is the final message I want you to remember. It is time to act. It is time to leave old spaces. It is time to choose yourself. Choose the wider road. Choose the future that was always meant for you. Every fall, every delay, every closed door has been leading you to this leap. The universe has not forgotten you. It has been preparing the perfect moment for every seed you planted to bloom at once. Sagittarius, what's coming next will not require you to break yourself. It will not ask you to shrink, bend, or lose your worth. It only requires one thing, that you allow yourself to receive. When the heart softens, the blessings begin to pour. There are times in life when money seems to fall from the sky, and yes, that season is approaching for you. Call it God, the universe, spirit, whatever name you believe in, it has countless ways to bless the one who kept their heart pure through storms. The money that did not appear will appear. And when it arrives, it multiplies. But remember, all abundance must walk side by side with inner growth. And love for Sagittarius has never been a small chapter. You have touched someone's heart without meaning to. But for someone as honest, straightforward, and fiercely loving as you, this becomes a turning point. This person has watched you, observed you, thought of you, far more than you imagine. They may carry the energy of a strong Zodiac sign, someone who loves with depth and loyalty. What matters is not who they are, but how their heart beats when they think of you. Their heart is beating now, stronger, clearer, ready for something real. They have grown, healed, and now they come forward with no hesitation. And through this shift, spiritual guidance, the kind Sagittarius feels so naturally, begins to shine like a northern star. That star represents hope, destiny, the rebirth of faith in love. It lights the dark corners you once hid. It heals the soft places you never spoke about. Sagittarius is the sign of belief, vision, truth. And this star appears to remind you, the universe does not send you any love. It sends you the right love. And the right love is moving toward you now. Someone will want to speak with you clearly. They will want to express, explain, reconnect, or simply share what they were once too afraid to say. And not just one person, many energies are drawn to you because of your light. But among them, only one truly reaches the deepest part of your soul. Only one makes the difference. You are crossing a new doorway where prosperity, mature love, and spiritual awakening walk together. When two souls are healed enough, calm enough, grown enough, magic no longer gets delayed. It happens instantly, almost as if it has been waiting for you this whole time. Sagittarius, you are glowing. Not with the kind of glow people try to create, but with the kind born from truth, awakening, and surviving storm after storm. Even the spirits watching over you smile in pride. You are not just strong. You are wise, intuitive, and you carry the energy of someone who was born to hold a torch that guides others. But because you shine, you've become more selective. You no longer accept halfway connections. You no longer fear cutting off what doesn't fit. You know how to protect your space, your heart, your peace. And that is exactly why someone desires you even more. They fear losing you. They fear rejection. Yet they still want to step forward, still want to speak their truth. And that truth will leave you silent for a moment. Old stories will become clear. Hidden emotions will unfold. And the most astonishing part? A love you did not predict will arrive. Not the person you expected, but the person you needed. Someone whose presence makes your soul bloom in a way you thought you had forgotten. Your first reaction may be defensive, that's natural. Sagittarius reacts strongly when the soul senses potential hurt. But this time, don't let fear choose your future. And here is what will shock you most. This person has imagined a future with you. They have seen the two of you sharing space, sharing meals, creating small rituals inside the same home. It may sound far away now, but destiny has a way of turning the impossible into the inevitable. You're about to watch the wheel of fortune turn hard and finally turn in your favor. Unexpected money, unexpected invitations, unexpected opportunities, all knocking at your door at the same time. You won't need to exhaust yourself. You only need to open your heart. You've kept your discipline, your faith, your kindness, and the universe rewards souls like that in the most generous ways. But remember, your light makes some people jealous. They don't understand why you shine even when you're silent. They don't understand how you move forward without trying to prove anything. They grow irritated because you're walking into a future they're too afraid to chase. But your job is not to shrink yourself. Your job is to keep shining with humility and never apologize for the light you carry. And now, back to the most important part. Someone cannot stop thinking about you. It's not just attraction. It's not just curiosity. It's a deep connection that makes them feel like you are the question they must answer at any cost. You make them want to understand, to explore, to move closer. And this time, the courage will come from them. Sagittarius, you may have doubted this connection. You may have wondered whether the feelings were real or just a passing moment. But let me tell you the truth. This bond is strong, so strong that even you cannot deny it. This person is changing every single day. They're letting go of everything that once held them back. Old habits, old relationships, old versions of themselves. They are cleansing their energy just to approach you with more clarity. And sometimes, yes, they feel distant. But Sagittarius, that distance isn't lack of love. It's love so intense, they're afraid of taking the wrong step. They know you're not someone to play with. You're not someone they could ever replace. They understand very clearly that if they lose you, they will never find another like you again. That's why they're so careful that you might mistake it for disinterest. But the truth is, with you, this is not a story. With you, this is the story. Your mystery draws them in. You are the piece they can't decode, and that only pulls them closer. The quieter you become, the more obsessed they feel. The less you say, the more they want to know. Sagittarius, you don't need to seduce anyone. All you need is to be yourself. The more you hold back, the more unhinged their desire becomes. You ignite passion, longing, a need to be near you. They try to look calm, but they cannot get you out of their mind. And in the reading, there it is again, a rare combination. Two mirrored energies finding each other, reflecting each other like a perfect pair. This is big, Sagittarius. This kind of connection doesn't show up every day. It speaks of two souls that understand each other without words. Two sensitive, powerful energies who can touch each other's hearts easily and hurt each other just as easily. Your love is like a great fire, warm, beautiful. But if not handled with care, it can burn too hot. Not every angry word is true. Not every disagreement is a sign of ending. Tiny conflicts do not mean goodbye. They simply show how deeply you care, how real the emotions are. But this time, things will be different. Before, you were the one who tolerated, who held the peace, who carried the hurt quietly. Now, it must come from both sides. Because this person knows very well if they don't try, they will lose you. And they don't want that. Both of you have pride, but the love and desire between you are stronger. So don't be too defensive. Open the door just a little. Let love flow into your life without losing your freedom, your honesty, your Sagittarius fire. You don't need to dim yourself. You only need balance. What waits ahead for you is intense. A story filled with emotion, passion, and unforgettable moments. And remember this: your mystery isn't meant to hide you. It's meant to be discovered by someone worthy. The person who values you will not be afraid to go deep. Your destiny isn't to create temporary impressions. Your destiny is to leave a lasting mark. And you've already done that. Once again, the spiritual light appears like a guiding star. Hope is not naive. Hope is the compass that leads you through darkness. Every time you choose peace over chaos, trust over fear, your path widens. Sagittarius fire, plus the faith of an awakened soul, that's how miracles are made. When faith and action meet, reality changes color. You'll begin to see the things you whispered to the universe show up in your everyday life. The wheel of fortune turns in your favor not because of luck, but because you deserve it. Every small blessing, a message, an offer, a sign confirms you're walking the right direction. Your income rises. Stability grows closer. If I could give you one piece of advice, use your abundance wisely. Be grateful. Be measured. Share at the right time. True wealth isn't money. It's time, health, and peace. In love, the conversation you've been waiting for will come. There will be honesty. There will be softness. Your voice may shake at first, but your heart will know what to say. If you're single, an unexpected love is approaching. A glance that makes you pause. A moment that makes you whisper, "Oh, it's them?" If you already have a connection, it deepens. If there is distance, it closes. Everything begins with respect, not control. Sagittarius is fire, and fire leads the way. The powerful fire signs around you will help you make decisions you've been delaying. Not to act impulsively, but to end expired cycles and open new doors. Your intuition sharpens. You'll sleep better when you stop worrying. You'll eat better when you release old heaviness. You'll speak more clearly when you stop fearing disappointment. Every inner shift creates an outer shift. When life gets noisy and confusing, look up at your star, your core values, your truth, your personal compass, and remember the rhythm of the two mirrored energies in your reading. Deep feeling, but mature. Loving, hard, but listening well. Old wounds once drained you, but now they've been acknowledged. You no longer need to prove your worth to anyone. Your worth is a fact, not a negotiation. So when blessings come, money, opportunities, love, perfect, timing, receive them with humility and without guilt. And if anyone grows jealous of your light, smile and keep walking. Their discomfort says nothing about you. It only shows what they haven't healed within themselves. Your mission is to keep loving, keep living, keep choosing peace. At night, you'll see signs calling your name, repeating numbers, songs, dreams of calm water. They are reminders that you are on the right path. If you're tired, rest. No need to rush. No need to force. Release is coming, and this time, it's complete. Sagittarius, if you feel ready, act at your own pace. Not the pace of others, not the expectations of anyone else, but the rhythm that honors your heart. And if that person slows down a bit, don't mistake it for indifference. They're rearranging their world so they can enter yours with dignity. If a new conversation appears now, remember, not every connection is meant to last, but every connection teaches your heart what it wants and what it will no longer accept. Choose calmly, like a soul who has heard life whisper, "Yes, this is your time." In the chessboard of destiny, the missing piece is finally moving into place. I can hear you whisper, "Finally," and I nod. Finally, what you felt in silence is being confirmed. Finally, your heart doesn't have to guess. It gets to be understood. Hold your inner strength close, Sagittarius. Strength that isn't loud, isn't flashy, but carries you through every shadow. It will take you to the place you belong without breaking anything, without breaking yourself. Whenever doubt rises again, look at the symbols appearing all around you. Deep love, emotional responsibility, hope, guidance, and the turning of destiny. These signs aren't coincidences. They're a map. The wheel of fortune is turning for you. It brings new opportunities, unexpected shifts, paths you never thought were possible. This road doesn't open all at once. It opens gently, piece by piece, as if the universe is afraid the gift might overwhelm you. One door opens, then another, revealing an entire hallway of potential. If you stay calm and focused, these lightning burst beginnings will settle into stability, and through it all, the energy of two aligned souls appears again. Two lights reflecting each other like twin beacons. This isn't a fragile bond. It's one that demands maturity, patience, sincerity, and above all, clear intention. Sagittarius, look at me carefully. I'm not exaggerating. What you've been feeling isn't a passing fascination, and the silence from that person isn't indifference. It's caution. It's the quiet fear of breaking something precious because of one clumsy move. That's why you see them in your dreams. That's why repeating numbers appear whenever you think of them. That's why your soul reacts to every tiny signal. Because this is the language of two souls recognizing each other. Two people capable of loving deeply enough to be gentle and strong enough to hurt each other if pride rises. So your key right now is not speed. Your key is sincerity, stillness, and a powerful intention. A meaningful conversation is approaching. An unguarded look, a clear sentence, a presence that crosses the distance between you. At the same time, your material flow is rising. Finances and career move fast and accurately. What once stalled begins to unlock with a simple yes. Opportunities you never predicted suddenly become the center of your new path. Sagittarius, my advice is simple. Be grateful, stay purposeful, and manage your dime, resources wisely. This abundance isn't coming to drown you, it's coming so you can build your best self. But don't forget this. Your light is getting brighter, and that will always attract eyes that are not so kind. Jealousy isn't new. It just becomes easier to see when you shine this intensely. What should you do with that? Stand tall. No excuses. Do not shrink so someone else can feel comfortable. You were born to stand out, and you do it effortlessly. Anyone who cannot handle your light has not yet faced the darkness within themselves. Now back to love, the current that shapes this entire path. The symbol of two mirrored energies is dancing across the reading again. That person wants to speak the words they've held for too long. They want clarity without hurting you. They want to move toward you with maturity, not games. They imagine you in the simplest, most intimate scenes, shared meals, quiet mornings, tiny routines, a shared room. And that changes the weight of every word, every gesture. Around you rises a fire energy from someone else, or maybe from within. But this fire isn't here to burn uncontrollably. It's here to temper your will and help you close the chapters that expired long ago. It tells you, you are more ready than you think. The star whispers that truth every night. And when the important conversation happens, you will hear the explanation, the confession, the regret, and a silent promise not to repeat old mistakes. My advice to you is one thing only. Choose whatever brings peace without betraying yourself. Let your heart lead, but let your mind choose the pace. And remember, you are not walking alone. You are walking with light, and light always recognizes itself. Sagittarius, when the long-awaited conversation arrives, listen without interrupting, respond with honesty, and above all, do not negotiate away your core peace. Deep love does not ask you to abandon yourself. Deep love protects, respects, and opens space for both hearts to breathe. And while your heart is finding balance, material blessings keep flowing in. A payment you thought was gone returns. A client, a partner, an old ally shows up with better conditions. A door that once shut tight opens softly by the hand of someone who truly values you. All of it is proof that the wheel of destiny is moving with such precision, even the skeptics would go silent. Remember this, Sagittarius. God has thousands of ways to bless you. Energy has thousands of paths to reach you. Don't obsess over how. Focus on why. Why do you want this income? Why do you seek that opportunity? What greater mission is it meant to serve? When purpose becomes clear, the path lights up on its own. Let's return to your sensitivity, the core frequency of the archer. Your intuition is not a luxury. It's your living compass. If something brings peace inside, even if it's difficult, it may very well be the right thing to do. If something excites you but also unsettles you, wait a little longer. Sagittarius never fears moving forward, but you are at your strongest when you move at the right moment. The guiding star reveals long-term clarity. The difference between noise and signal, between haste and direction, between intensity and depth. Hold on to that star. Its light does not vanish, even when your eyes are closed. Keep it like an emotional memory, a lighthouse inside you. Some of you have briefly imagined living with the person who touched your heart so deeply. Don't dismiss that thought because it feels too big. The thought appeared because destiny placed it on the table. Living together isn't rushing, it's the art of arranging space, honoring each other's rhythm, and respecting the quiet moments. Two aligned energies thrive where listening and respect exist. If your conversation reaches that topic, Don't run. Explore the how, not just the what. Ask what makes each of you feel safe, what your morning rhythm looks like, what healthy boundaries are needed. For single Sagittarius, if love hasn't arrived yet, don't blame yourself. You're not delayed, you're being prepared. The star doesn't talk about randomness. It talks about perfect timing. Opening your heart today can bring a result yesterday couldn't. Yes, something unexpected is coming. Soft, but strong enough to make you stop in your tracks. At first, you'll guard yourself, and that's okay. But don't let fear slam the fair doors. The universe is opening gently for you. You're entering a phase where vulnerability becomes strength because you know who deserves to see it. Let's talk about emotional currents the ocean created when two souls reflect each other. If you sail that ocean without a rudder, you'll be swept away. Your rudder is conscious communication, naming your emotions clearly. Don't react impulsively. Don't write stories in your head before checking the truth. Ask yourself what you need. Speak what you expect. Not every disagreement is an ending. Many are simply exercises, teaching two people how to stand beside each other. Soon, things become clearer. Those meant to be in your life will move toward you. Those who aren't will stay where they are. Honor this rearrangement without regret. Your inner peace, the beauty that makes you magnetic, will keep attracting new opportunities. Even your exhaustion will change its texture as hope becomes more tangible. The heart energy appears again. Courage, nobility, inner radiance. And the one thinking of you will eventually admit, this is the truth. And the truth doesn't need decoration. They may share an old fear. You may reveal your deepest worry. Mature love is not the absence of fear, it's the willingness to move forward in spite of it. About money and work. Your abundance becomes clearer when you choose wisely. Not every project deserves your energy. You'll know which door is right, not because someone tells you, but because your body will speak. The wheel of fortune never leads you into commitments that drain your soul. It leads you to opportunities where you can give your all without losing your peace. I know that when Sagittarius loves, you give so much. But this time, you'll give with wisdom, not stingy, not excessive. Deep love doesn't confuse giving with self-sacrifice to the point of emptiness. That's why I remind you, say what you need, say what you fear, say what you can give without regretting it tomorrow. When dialogue is rooted in respect, pride softens and love settles into a steady flow. The synchronicities return songs that whisper your name, messages that arrive the moment you're about to give up, signs that close the circle of doubt. Don't idolize them. Don't mock them. See them for what they are, reminders that you're on the right path. And if one day the tide pulls back and it feels like nothing is happening, don't panic. The deepest processes always move in silence before they reveal themselves on the surface. You will sleep differently when you choose what's right. You will live differently when you do less, but with more intention. That is the moment when the star and the wheel of fortune begin turning together. steady hope and concrete opportunity blending into one path. Keep your continuity steady, reset your morning habits, protect your rest, say thank you, and release whatever pulls you backward. Even the smallest amount of money is a puzzle piece that helps larger blessings lock into place. Let me speak in a way a true Sagittarius understands. The person thinking of you is stepping out of their own shadows. They're clearing out old limitations, dropping habits that don't match who they're becoming, and closing the unhealthy doors behind them. Not to chase you, but to be worthy of standing beside you, someone who cannot be treated lightly. If they need time, breathe. Just a few breaths. Because love for Sagittarius always needs space to grow. And this person is trying, really trying, to create that very space. Sagittarius, the highest form of love, never arrives rushing in. It needs time. Time to be the right person, in the right way, for the right meaning. You don't have to chase anything. Your mission now is to keep your intention clear, to love with respect, to desire with kindness, and to build with a mature heart. Part of your journey is learning boundaries, the kind that help you remain yourself. There will be moments when someone asks for something that would cost you your inner freedom if you gave it. Don't blame yourself for saying no. Sometimes, no is exactly how you protect the blessings heaven placed in your hands. And those who love you with their soul, not their need to possess, will understand. Those who get irritated by your boundaries, thank them silently. It's a clear sign. They're not meant to walk with you to the end of the road. One of your rare gifts is this. You make the right people feel safe, warm, seen. But don't turn your heart into a motel for souls that only want shelter during a storm and leave right after the rain stops. Love for Sagittarius is like the energy of the King and Queen of Cups. It doesn't come to borrow warmth. It comes to build a fire with you and protect that fire together. And my dear Sagittarius, you are no longer in survival mode. You are entering creation mode, creating your future, your opportunities, your joy on purpose. When you shift into this mode, money stabilizes, doors open, and love finds its place without force. The wheel gives you momentum, but the direction, that's yours to choose. The star illuminates, but you are the one walking. The King and Queen of Cups remind you, your emotions are gold, but you decide what you build with that gold. Let jealousy outside make all the noise it wants. Inside, keep your home tidy and peaceful. Let fear be nothing more than a gentle reminder that you're preparing for a major step. Let the past be a lesson, not a chain. Your next chapter doesn't begin with fantasy. It begins with practice living according to your values, your vision, your free but disciplined heart. If invitations come in the days ahead, choose carefully. Not everything shiny is gold. Not everything urgent is important. Stay loyal to whatever brings peace and purpose. I know because I saw it in the cards that when you say yes to the right thing, your path ahead will light up as if it had been written long ago. And when it happens, you will remember this moment and smile, because you felt destiny moving inside you. Let's revisit the vision you once thought was too far away, living together. One home, one table, daily rituals with the person your heart keeps returning to. Don't avoid this topic anymore. Speak about it like an adult, with planning, gentleness, and mutual respect. How do they work? What space do they need? How will finances be shared? How will both of you protect your creativity, your quiet, your freedom? For Sagittarius in business or creative fields, take note: a contract with better terms, a returning client with an expanded budget, a partner that strengthens your reputation. These appear soon. Not loud, not flashy, just right, just natural, just solid. Your consistency creates your glow, not anyone else's showmanship. For those working in an office, a shift is coming. A new manager who recognizes you, or a restructuring that opens the path upward. The Wheel of Fortune never forgets those who put in the right effort at the right time. You may not leap yet, but the signs will be obvious. They ask your opinion, trust you with key tasks, or mention you in major decisions. And if an old fear returns, the fear everything will collapse, look up at your star. It never promises what it cannot keep. If you're reading this, it's because your destiny is already in motion. And when destiny moves, even failure becomes a blessing. It saves you time. It protects your heart. It sharpens your future. That, too, is prosperity. And I still see with relief and joy that someone is quietly moving toward you, respecting you, desiring you, missing you. A message, an invitation, a small action that breaks the silence. It will come just enough for you to feel it, not enough to overwhelm. Sagittarius only needs that clear sincerity. To be honest, that might be your bravest act in this entire phase. And if someone from the past returns asking for another chance, your inner peace will decide. If the offer is sincere, the path opens. If it's just nostalgia dressed as devotion, they'll drift away on their own. You're not returning to the old maze. You're building a new road, the road of light and freedom that you've carved with your own heart. Before we close, I want to carve 4 names, 4 energies into your heart. The Star, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. These are not just cards. They are a map. The Star Aquarius energy isn't just hope. It's a signal, a direction as clear as an arrow shot into the night. The Wheel of Fortune turns in the Sagittarius way. Sudden, fast, bold, but always toward the right door. The King of Cups teaches you to hold deep emotions without letting them burn your logic. The Queen of Cups reminds you that your random intuition is actually the strongest compass of your Sagittarian soul. With these 4 cards, your current path is already drawn on the map of fate. You walk forward, unable to get lost even if you tried. I lean closer, like a grandfather passing down a sacred secret. Sagittarius, trust the process that has begun. Honor the love that comes to you with clean hands. Honor the work that's blooming without needing attention. And above all, protect the peace you fought so long to earn. When you doubt, look back at the cards. When you move forward, remember why you began, because that reason was never wrong. Sagittarius loves with their whole soul. But this time, you will love without losing your center. What once felt impossible will unfold slowly in perfect rhythm with your heartbeat and the frequency the sky is sending down to you. Sagittarius, let's begin again from where we left off. The map with the northern star, the wheel accelerating your path, and the steady heartbeat of the King and Queen of Cups guiding your mature, radiant heart. Do you feel your intuition sharpening? That's a sign. Has the noise around you become quieter? That's a sign too. Your choices are beginning to form a clearer path, and yet they don't take away your natural gentleness. In love, the conversation you've been expecting will come not suddenly, but sincerely. The King and Queen of Cups are facing each other. Tenderness is present. Ego is learning to soften. The fear that once made you shut the door is melting. Sagittarius, your task today is to let your heart speak like an adult. This is how I feel. No accusations. This is what I need. No drama. Yes, I can. No promises you cannot keep. For a sign that values freedom as much as you do, a promise only matters when you give it willingly. In the notebook of destiny, what was written is blooming. The star appears again not by accident. It is a compass, a new belief, a horizon Sagittarius cannot mistake for illusion. If you've been seeing repeating numbers, recurrent dreams, or songs that hit the exact place in your heart, that's the universe winking at you, not declaring anything out loud. There is only one hidden message. You choose. Sagittarius must always choose what brings long-term peace, even if it costs short-term comfort. The right choice never asks you to betray yourself. In finances, the wheel is turning clearly. A call at the right moment, better terms, a delayed payment coming back to life, a door once closed, opening on its own. You're not lucky. You're aligned. And when you're aligned, everything arrives more gently, without breaking you the way it once did. Keep this simple advice close. Be grateful, manage wisely, share in moderation, and rest so you can go far. Prosperity wants you whole, not exhausted. There is a fiery energy around you, Leo, Aries, or your own Sagittarian flame. It doesn't come to burn things down. It comes to help you choose, to close chapters without guilt, to hold what's worth holding, to begin again with an open heart. Your body knows what used to be a knot is becoming clear. And be mindful of your surroundings. There are eyes watching a mix of admiration and jealousy. But you shine. And your light makes some people uncomfortable when they haven't dared to shine themselves. Your response? Do not shrink. Do not explain. Do not dim your glow to fit someone else's small frame. Silent self-respect is the strongest boundary you have. The King and Queen of Cups mirroring each other remind you to be careful with impulsive reactions. Sagittarius can be blunt, but not every truth fired like an arrow is helpful. If there's a misunderstanding, ask. If silence hurts, name it. If an old wound surfaces, acknowledge it before it becomes an accusation. 2. Love like a mature soul is to separate the present from the past. A possibility of living together or forming a deeper commitment is beginning to take shape. Not fantasy, but a realistic vision. Schedules, personal space, shared finances, rituals that keep intimacy alive while protecting both of your freedoms. That is Sagittarius love, close, but never trapping. Warm, but never confining. For single Sagittarius souls, destiny is calling. Open your heart without losing your clarity. Unexpected love won't ask you to betray yourself. It asks you to let yourself be seen exactly as you are. My dear Sagittarius, the star guiding you now does not shine to hide anything, it shines to reveal everything. It doesn't bring false comfort, it brings transparency. The very thing your heart has been longing for. If you feel cautious about starting something new, that isn't wrong. It's the instinct of someone who has walked across many inner landscapes. But don't forget, when the soul recognizes true safety, it knows how to lower the fences and open the door for something good. The love coming toward you now doesn't rush in demanding. It approaches like a travel companion, patient, gentle, respectful of your pace. Your finances are also falling into the alignment you once hoped for. Conversations, negotiations, exchanges, all becoming smoother. A fairer agreement is forming, one that protects your real worth. The elders once said, "Heaven has 1,000 ways to send blessings, as long as the heart stays upright." And this has never been more true for Sagittarius, the sign of truth and the great pilgrimage. Let life surprise you. Don't cling to a single path. Sagittarius was not born to walk one straight line. You were born to explore many horizons, each holding a missing piece of your soul. When your purpose is clear, kind, authentic, loyal to what matters, beauty multiplies. More orderly, more elegant, more perfectly timed. There will be days that seem still, but that's not regression. That's the seed resting before it breaks through the soil. If anxiety rises, return to the star, your card of spiritual direction. Breathe. Drink water. Clean your space. Name 3 things you're grateful for. This simplicity brings your heart into the present, the place where destiny actually activates. And yes, someone in this story is also rearranging their life, untangling old ties, improving themselves, releasing habits that no longer fit. They're not distant because they lack feeling, they're stepping back to become worthy of what they're moving toward. That is respect, not coldness. And you too must tidy the space inside you. When both of you are ready, the conversation you've been waiting for will happen. Not just happen, but happen the right way. If someone from the past returns unchanged, remember, peace is your compass. You don't need fancy words. You need gentle honesty, alignment between words and actions. Recognition from the world is returning to you too. Where you once had to explain 20 times, now once is enough. Where you once felt invisible, now you are being called forward. The wheel is turning not just toward resources, but toward respect, reputation, and real opportunity. Stay humble like a skilled craftsman. Excellence is not about volume, it's about quality. The King and Queen of Cups, the pair of mature, soulful love, remind you that tenderness is a form of courage. to love without hurting, to set boundaries without humiliating, to express needs without posturing, to repair without losing dignity. This is the language of grown love. And if someone cannot walk with you anymore, they will be mature enough to let go without destroying what once existed. A dignified ending is also a blessing, because dignity opens clearer paths. The idea of having a home of your own with someone, or simply with yourself, is becoming real. Sagittarius needs space to breathe, to create, to return to your center. And you're moving closer to that space. Maybe you'll rearrange your room. Maybe you'll shift your work corner. Maybe you'll move locations. Or perhaps you'll simply release an old habit. Small shifts create large doors. If you sense someone is jealous, remember, light always stings the eyes of those who haven't dared to light their own. Do not shrink. Do not over-explain. Do not shrink your dream to fit someone else's limits. Clarity is your shield. The clearer you are, the more untouchable you become. In the next few days, the main theme around you will be reordering your world. You'll hear yourself saying, "I'm sorry. I'm grateful. I need. I can. I can't." Each sentence is a hinge. Some open doors, some close them, but all of them lead you back to inner order, the place where destiny finds you most easily. If you're working in a team, you'll be asked to speak your truth, and this time, people will listen. If you're leading a project, a trustworthy ally will arrive at the exact moment you need support. If you're learning, a teacher will show up as naturally as breathing. Don't cling to them. See them as a bridge. And if the pace of change begins to scare you, remember this: it's not speed. It's synchronicity. You've been preparing for this moment for years without even realizing it. The star never offers illusions. It only illuminates what your heart already knows. Love doesn't fill a void. It walks beside you, inside a home with a real foundation. And if your emotions rise too strongly, breathe. A feeling without breath becomes chaos. A feeling that's breathed through becomes wisdom. A boundary set at the right moment. A sentence you almost said but chose not to. A habit you quietly replaced. These are the silent victories that build the larger ones. Sagittarius, don't turn off the light right before sunrise. Don't let fear become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When life becomes so good that it overwhelms you, rest. Don't cut things off. Just adjust. Inner peace will always choose the right thing even when your mind hesitates. You will inspire others without trying. You will become a light for someone else simply because you refuse to let your own light go dim. The star helps you see far without losing balance. The wheel helps you receive movement that favors you. The King of Cups lets you feel deeply without drowning. The Queen of Cups nurtures you with intuition and wisdom. With these cards, you have walked through the night, and with these same cards, you are stepping into your own dawn. Life is no longer negotiating with you, it is inviting you to walk into your next chapter.